How's it guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to go over pretty much another market update. I do want to emphasize that there may be a chance of it flipping bullish. So let's have a see and go into the chart. I will go over a few different altcoins as well. We'll first focus on Bitcoin and see what price action is doing. We actually did catch a nice trade from yesterday's live stream, so make sure you join today's live stream as um, we did catch a nice trade from yesterday. Okay, so when you look at the daily time frame, I just want to remove, this is Bitcoin by the way. If you look at the daily time frame, what actually happened yesterday, we had a nice relief rally and we broke past this previous resistance at 26,200. Okay, so if you zoom in here, you see these wicks over here got taken out. Okay, and now we're starting to close back around about 26,400 levels. Okay, so we're looking at this, we may see price come back up to even these highs at 28k. But we need to realize that we are still bearish here. This just could be a relief pump. Okay, so let's have a look at the lower time frames, the 4-hour chart. So remember yesterday I was telling you guys that we were still trading in this range, right? So this was our range since the 18th of August to around about today, right? And we actually broke out of that range. So now we're starting to retest the top of that range. And this was a trade that I did call out yesterday in the live. So basically what I said was, once we get a candle to close above this level, we should take longs back up to these zones. You can see our targets in this area, but I took profit around about 26,700, around about these areas here. This was just the target zone, and it did reach the orange zone. Okay, so yeah, I mean, looking at this, it does look like we might see a bit more upsides there on the 1-hour chart. On the 15 minute, it is coming down back to these levels. So what I would say is, in order for this to flip bearish, right, we need to wait for price to start closing back below this level here at 26,250. Once it starts closing back below there, we can probably look at some sells back down to lows. Okay, but as long as it stays above here with it today, it's probably going to stay bullish with it today. Okay, so that's Bitcoin. I would look at potential buyers back at this level at 26,250, but it has to respect this level, right? And if it starts closing below this level, then you would have to look at sells. Okay, Pepe. Yeah, I was looking at this trade yesterday, this long back up to these highs. I did take profit a little bit at these levels, and then I got stopped out at my stop loss around about that level. I was expecting price to tap back into this zone at around about 0.021137.3, but essentially we didn't tap that zone. Okay, so in order for me to take some longs here, we need to start seeing candles close above this level here at around about 0.011056. Okay, so once price starts closing above there, then we can take some positions back up to the highs. Yeah, so that is something that I'm looking at. So yeah, let's see what happens. So that's Pepe. Wait for candle closure above here on the 15 minute to take out these highs. Solana, I was actually in a Solana position last night. Yeah, here we go. You can see how this played out. So basically, right, when looking at this on the 1-hour time frame, we closed above this level. I mean, it's perfect. I was looking at longs above here, but I wasn't actually watching the chart at that time, so I did get in a bit late, and my stop loss actually should have been down here. It was a really long stop loss, so I kept it quite tight, just below the wick, and I was targeting this area around about 22.5. But essentially, we did get stopped out on that trade. We did take a little bit of profit though, so that's always good. Remember, when you're in a trade, just make sure you're always securing something out of that position. Okay. But when you look at this chart right now, it's still bearish, right? We're still respecting this trend line to the downside here. So I mean, once we start closing above this trend line, then we can take big longs back up to this area. Okay. So this is something I'll wait for. We need to wait for that closure. I mean, this is a nice move, around about a 3.6% move. And your stop loss would have to be below this previous wick here. So it's a risk to reward of 1:3. Okay, so that's Solana. It looks very, very good. Let's have a look at the 1 hour quickly. 1 hour, we had that fake out right now. Yeah, I mean, if this 1 hour candle starts to flip bullish, then we can actually look at these positions here. Okay. Then Chainlink, I was looking at this short yesterday. I took a little bit of profits and then we got stopped out. To be honest, yesterday I thought we were going to come down, and then we had that massive move. So, I think the market is starting to flip here. And with Chainlink, you can see that there's quite a bit of imbalance here that needs to get filled. So I'm more on the long side here for Chainlink. 6.6. 6.6 would be the area I would want to target for longs. Okay. So let's see how this plays out. But what I want to wait for here is, we need to see some type of rejection. Okay, and currently we're getting that right now. So this level here is our support, and we haven't closed below here. And on this 30-minute candle, it is starting to flip. It's created a bottom wick. So if this candle flips bullish, then what would be a good position here is to take longs from this level, okay, back up to these highs, and your stop loss would only have to be below this level here at 0.36, okay, percent. So this is a trade I would look at. Wait for the next 30-minute candle, so in 18 minutes to flip bullish, and then we can take that setup, okay. Ethereum, I don't really trade Ethereum, to be honest. The problem is with Ethereum is I just don't really like it. I enjoy trading the altcoins. It can be a bit more movements, whereas Ethereum is it's like Bitcoin. I don't really trade it. So look at this, right? Price is still respecting this level, and it's still making these lower lows and lower highs. So as long as price stays below this level here, it's still going to be bearish. But once it starts to break above, 1695, then it's going to flip bullish, and then we can take longs back up to 1800 and etc. But until that point, it is bearish here. Okay, so make sure you note that. Like I said, we are still bearish on the higher time frames, but the lower time frames are showing some relief, which is obviously a good sign. Matic, we'll go over one more coin here. Yeah, this was a beautiful setup. I took this yesterday. I did go through this trade in the live stream. Basically, what I was waiting for, if you look at the 1 hour time frame, right, look at the support here. I was waiting for price to close above here because we're making these higher highs and higher lows. Currently, we're still making that. So I'm expecting price to come back up to this level again. So we'll see if price retests this level. We can look at maybe a potential long again at this zone. Okay. So let's see what happens. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, I am on taking positions to the upside today. I'm expecting that, but we do need to be cautious that the higher time frames are still bearish. But I do think that the market is flipping a little bit bullish here, guys. So yeah. And what I want to check before we have a bit of news today: unemployment claims, durable goods. Yeah, so today at 4:30 we're gonna have to expect some volume. So make sure you always have Forex Factory open, as this will give you an indication of how volume moves and all of that. Okay, so just keep this open. Today we won't be trading at Hoppers 4, just due to the fact that it's gonna be too much volatility. So those are the coins that I'm looking at today. I was looking at this OP short. This was just an idea. I didn't actually take this trade, but it was just an idea. It would have played out, but my stops got hit. But it was just an idea. Once we start breaking above, if this is OP, it's the last coin I go over before we end it. But essentially, once we start breaking above this white level here at 1.6, we're going to see a nice move back up to 1.748. So that's when I'll start flipping bullish for OP. But current market structure on the daily time frame, still in this downtrend, still making these lows and breakup structure over there. Okay, so yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please make sure you like the video, and I do appreciate you guys supporting.